What's up, guys? Welcome back to Goshen's Games. I am Goshen, and so today's video is going to be a little bit different. I've had a lot of requests to do this video, or well, to not specifically this video, but I've had a lot of requests to help people out who they want to start streaming. They want to be able to stream their favorite game, or they want to stream on their mobile phone and stuff like that. So hopefully I can help you out with this video. I will do my best to try to be as informative as possible. So with that, let's get into it. You know, you want to stream, right? So what are you going to need in order to stream? Well, let's say, for example, you want to stream on a PS3, PS4, whatever. You're going to need a capture card. Now, depending on the situation that you're in, if you have a desktop, you have a laptop, whatever, it changes what kind of capture card you're going to get. Personally, I prefer the Elgato series. Myself, I have an Elgato HD60. This is an external capture card. Now I got it because I use my laptop, but it's also nice because when I upgrade for a desktop, I got the HD60, which is the top of the line one, because they have the external HD60 and then they have the HD60, which is actually an internal capture card for your desktop. So with this, I don't need an internal capture card because I have this, and this actually works pretty damn well because if I want to use two PCs, I can, which I'll most likely be doing that once I upgrade to a desktop. Then I'll be using my laptop to piggyback, basically do the smaller processing, but that's for another video another day. This video is just to help you get started. So like I said, things you're going to need, depending on how you're going to do things, it's recommended to get a capture card, guys. You're not going to be able to stream on your PS4, your PS3, whatever, without a capture card if you're going to run it through your computer. Now, if you're going to stream it directly from your PS4, you can. The downside is a lot of games get blocked. I ran into that with Persona 5 because Persona 5 gets blocked, so the way around that is you go by the capture card. And in order to use the capture card, you have to disable the HTCP protection. What that is, it's HD, high definition, copyright protection. Basically, when you disable it, you cannot, for obvious reasons, you cannot stream Netflix. It won't let you, and things like that, like Hulu, different services. But you will be able to play your game and you'll be able to stream with a capture card on your PS4. The PS3 is a little bit different. If you want to stream on your PS3, now see, the PS3 has an HTCP protection system built in already, which that kind of hurts. So you have to go around it because unlike the PS4, you cannot disable it. So you have to get what's called an HDMI splitter, and you use this splitter in conjunction with your capture card. So you send out the signal from your PS3 to your HDMI splitter. Then from your HDMI splitter, you put it onto the input. Then from the focus, stop focusing on my face. No. It's good. No. Anyways, you put it into the input. Then from the input on the output, you then go the output to the capture card. Because what this will do, it will bypass the protection. So you'll be able to stream using your PS3. Now, if you're gonna stream with your if you're gonna stream with your phone, now phones are a little bit tricky because depending on what kind of phone you have, determines on how it's gonna be set up for you. If you have an Apple product, it's actually a little bit easier. You can buy an adapter. The adapter will be similar to something like this. This is the adapter for my phone. I don't have an iPhone, by the way, but this is an adapter for my phone. But there'll be an adapter with an HDMI connection and then an end for your phone. So you go ahead and take this, you connect this end, then you connect the HDMI to then your capture card, and you're good to go. Now, why I said it's a little bit tricky sometimes. Some devices, some Android devices, Samsung for example. Okay, Samsung, not all of them, but some of them, you can stream directly from your Samsung. Some tablets, for example, on the top of the tablet have, let me actually pick up my tablet. I have a Samsung tablet, but unfortunately, it does not have this. But on some Samsung tablets, either on the top or on the bottom, there'll be an HDMI connection. Um, so you can do it directly from there. Uh, other Android devices that do not have the HDMI connection, unfortunately, how can I put this? There's two ways to do it. Okay, if you again, this is all information for using your phone, if you're using your computer to stream. Okay, because if you want to stream directly from your phone, you can use download the YouTube gaming app and you can stream it directly from your phone. Um, so if you're going to stream using your computer, okay, I have to like stress that using your computer. You're gonna be streaming using your computer with your phone, and you're using an Android device. You're gonna have the same problem that you have with the PS3, because again, there's an HDCP protection on this, okay, and you can't disable it unless you have a rooted phone or whatever. If you have a rooted phone, then you might be able to do it. But like myself, I don't like rooting my phones. I don't like jailbreaking my phones. So if you're like me and you don't like jailbreaking your phones, you don't like rooting your phones, you have to do it the same way that you do it with the PS3. So basically, what you're doing, you take your basically this is an adapter, okay. So this goes into my phone, boom, into my phone. Then you take this, just like the PS3, okay. You're gonna plug it in HDMI, okay. So you go HDMI, and then from the HDMI, you're gonna go to the splitter, okay. It's the same process as the PS3. So you go into your splitter on the input, okay. Once you're on the splitter on your input, then you go to your capture card on the output, okay. And then from your capture card, then you have a spot right here. It's gonna come with the cable already. So you go ahead, you put it into here, into your computer, and it'll go ahead and capture the device. Now, once you do, like, it'll show up in your OBS. Now, we're gonna get into OBS in a minute. I'm just explaining the process and what you need. So, once again, you're gonna need a capture card. Okay, recommend to get a capture card. Okay, because if you're gonna use a computer, this is gonna save you a lot of headaches, and plus it's you can record your stuff, you can stream your stuff, you can, if your computer can handle the process, you can stream and record at the same time. And then again, depending on how your situation is, if you're gonna stream your PS3, if you're gonna stream using an Android phone, you need HDMI splitter. So capture card, do price checks everywhere. I mean, I can't stress that enough, because a lot of places will price match. For example, I went to Best Buy to buy this, and I checked online, and Newegg had it for, I think it was like $20 less than Best Buy. So Best Buy they price matched it and honored it for me. So I went ahead and I bought it at Best Buy. So I ended up paying it was like 140 something, 150 something after tax. Then you got your HDMI splitter. Okay, this luckily, freaking Walmart rolled out a whole bunch of new products on their electronics line. So Walmart had this. It was for like $30, something like that, $35. Not too bad. And then I also got a video converter to stream my PS2 and my old school games. But that's neither here nor there. That's something else. The adapter. Okay, so adapters, they're not expensive. You can get them on Amazon or whatever for pretty cheap. I had a problem because I have it's a newer phone. It's the LG V20. So they actually upgraded the charging port or the connection port on these phones, and they're actually rolling that out more often on the phone. So the adapter for my phone was a little bit pricey. It was like $35 for this adapter, because it's a USB-C, which kind of sucks. But hey, you know what? I understand why they're doing it, because I think Apple is actually starting to use USB-Cs as well. So that's not bad. They're kind of universalizing everything. So So now that we got the equipment out of the way, you got your capture card, you got your HDMI splitter, you know, and you want to go ahead and stream. So you got to download OBS. I mean, you could use not Restream. You could use what's the other one called? XSplit. Personally, I don't like XSplit. You could even stream from the software that the Elgato comes with, because it does come with some software. The problem that I have is that I don't like it. I don't like it. The software, the OBS software, I'm sorry, the Elgato software takes up way too much memory in your computer, and it's not as customizable. So you want to go with like OBS, because OBS is a lot more customizable than the Elgato software. OBS is also very user friendly. You know, there's a lot of informative videos on YouTube. There's a lot of informative information on the Reddit pages and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and let me pull up OBS. And I apologize in advance, because it's going to be like Inception. It's going to be like a screen within a screen within a screen within a screen within a screen, and so on and so forth. But again, sorry guys. But you know, I'm trying to help you guys out. So here you go. Once again, I apologize. All right. So what you see here, this is OBS. Okay. If you guys have never messed with it before, this is your first time seeing it. It can look a little intimidating. It's really not. It's actually very easy to use. What you want to do, okay, so you're going to start a new scene, right? Over here, you can see my cursor. These are your scenes. Basically, the scenes are, you know, different things that you can do, or different ways to set things up for whatever video. Like, you can preset your videos. So, for example, whenever I'm doing my Dokkan battle videos, I go right here, I click on Dokkan vids, and boom, there it is. This is my Dokkan video section. If I'm going to stream on my PS4, boom, there it is. I'm all set for my PS4. My chat will show up underneath. I forgot where I have it set up, but yeah. If I'm going to do video game reviews, well, that was for something else, but yeah, you know, whatever the case be, anime reviews, you know, different videos, different things. That's for Bleach. So yeah, so anyways, you know, you can preset it. That's what the scenes are. Okay, now inside each scene you have sources. So if you want to open up a new scene, you just hit this plus sign right here, and then you get this thing that pops up right here, add scene. You type in whatever you want, random crap, and boom, now you have a fresh blank page to mess with. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. So so you went ahead, you added your scene. Now you want to add your sources. The sources are basically everything that you're going to use in order to make your videos, to record, and you know, whatever the case may be. So right here I have display capture. Basically I'm capturing everything that you see right here. Video capture is my my camera. So boom, there I am. D, that's for the D. No, I'm playing. That's for Dokkan battle. I was lazy and just typed D. And then image is my background. Again, I got lazy and I didn't type it. So if you want, what do? You want to add some stuff. Okay, so you want to add your image, okay, to get your layout going and your background and all that stuff. So you go to image, okay, you're going to type in whatever you want, you know, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you hit create new. And what happens when you hit create new, it basically opens this up. So then you go looking for your image, whatever image you want to find. You go browse into your stuff. Let me actually go into my YouTube file here. Open up, thank you. Let me go into my backgrounds, and we'll just go ahead and grab this one, Gogeta. Boom, there's Gogeta. Okay, it's kind of big. let me actually find a different one here. Oh, you know what? Here's a good one. Hold on. Downloads. Come on. There it is. Boom. That one's better. There we go. All right. So I got my image, right? Oh, it's too small. Just stretch it out and you're good. All right. No problem. Not a big deal. Okay. So that's the image. So that's how you add an image. You just click on the plus sign. You go to add image. So image. Boom. There's your image. Not a big deal at all. So let me go ahead and delete that. All right. So you also have, so every time you make your stuff, it gets saved into add existing. So you got all these right here. These are all the images that I have for the different scenes that I have. Okay, so that's actually really cool. Now, so how do you get your face, your camera? Okay, so you got yourself a camera, you want to use it. How do you get it? You get your camera on video capture device. So you click on video capture device, you create new. So I'm just gonna hit OK. You type in whatever the hell you want. It brings this up. Okay. So we got different cameras. So I got my actual streaming webcam up here if I want to use that. I got my Toshiba webcam, which is built into my laptop here. So we'll go with the Pro Stream. I'm not actually gonna add it because I already have it added. So let me actually go to my video capture device. Let me put it up here so you can see me. So going into the properties basically takes you back to that screen that we were at. Now here you configure it based on what your computer can handle. So I have it right now. The camera's set at 720 resolution. And how do you know what the resolution is? Because you see two numbers there. The second number is the number that you always see. Basically, this is the canvas, the way that the video is set out. Okay, that's the canvas. So you got 1280, which is long. 720 is the length. But whenever you're talking about HD, like 720, 1080, 480, all that stuff, that is the second number. Okay, so we're doing this. The video itself is being recorded at 1080, 1080p HD. But the video camera is set at 720 because if I set it any higher, my computer cannot handle it. It will be like, no, Goshen, what are you doing? So yeah, it sucks. But I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. So then you got different things here. Frames per second. Frames per second. Basically, you have different options. Okay, your different options. Like for example, my camera. Okay, my Logitech streaming camera can actually record videos at 1080 60 frames per second. That is the maximum it can do, which is really good. If I'm live streaming, it can do 1080 30 frames per second or 720 60 frames per second. But okay, again, my computer can only handle certain much, so I actually have it recording at 720, and usually it's 30 frames per second. But in order to prevent any issues like that, just leave it at match output, because it's going to match whatever your stream is set at in your settings over here, which over here you see my cursor, which we will get to in a bit. I'm probably going to split this video off into two different parts. So so that's it. You don't really got to touch anything else. Just leave the rest as it is, and you're good. So you just hit OK, boom, your camera is done. Great. Now, I want to get my game in here. How do I get my game? Getting your game in here, it's not hard at all. So we go, again, add scene. You're starting to see a pattern here, add scene. And then we go into, you got two options. You can go game capture, or you can go video capture device. Preferably go to game capture. Okay, you go to game capture and boom, you see right there, game capture Dokkan. Now, here's the other thing, like video capture device. The only reason why I run game capture, yes, the Elgato will show up if you run game capture, but I prefer to run video capture device if I'm going on my Elgato. My game capture is actually because if you guys notice, I run wireless on my game when I'm streaming from my phone. Okay, I do it wireless, so I do it through Windows Connect, which is a program that's on Windows 10, and then on my phone you have basically it's mirror casting. Okay, so screen sharing, whatever it's going to be called on your device, right there, screen sharing. Boom, there it is. So whatever it's called on your device, that's basically what you're going to do if you want to do it wireless like I do. So when I do it wireless, I go ahead and I go to game capture. It brings this up. Just because I already have it set up, it'll bug out if I just start doing random stuff. So actually, let me delete the second one. Let me go into this one that I already have set up. So properties. All right. So you guys can see it here. Hold on. Let me pull it this way. There we go. Okay. So screen capture mode, capture specific window, because it gives you different options. Window, and then you're gonna click which window. So we're gonna get on the connect window, which is that which you can see right there. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. No, probably not. Let me actually connect my phone to it so it can pop up, because that'll probably be best. Screen sharing. All right, there we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, Lee. There it is. Okay, perfect. All right, so as you can see right there, you see my phone, which actually let me put it right there, so you can see right in the middle. Okay, so there's my phone. All right, so let me put it back down. Okay, so as you can see, like, we got my phone there, and we got it through the sorry, I'm just making sure this is all working. I know it's like it's really weird, but sorry about the inception stuff. So window receiver connect. Okay, perfect. Match title. Otherwise, leave everything else alone. You don't need to mess with it. Now the problem that you might have, which it's going to be in another video, you're going to have black bars on their phone. Okay, if you're going to do it this way, and if you're going to do it through the Elgato, you're going to have black bars. What do I mean by black bars? You'll see. Yeah, you ever watch like a widescreen movie and you got the black bars at the top? It's kind of be the same thing. Now, when I'm doing my PS4, you see right here, I got my PS4. So let me go into the properties. That's through the video. That's through the video device capture. So you can see right here, Elgato game capture. Okay, so I got it right here, Elgato game capture. So it's gonna pick it up, and then resolution, frames per second type. I have it at device default. You can customize it. So sometimes I do customize it. 1080, 720. It just depends on how my computer's doing that day. And then frames per second 30, because what did I say? My computer can only handle a certain amount. Or my capture card, it's called an HD60 for a reason, guys. That is because it can capture at 1080p and 60 frames per second. So this is a fantastic investment if you're going to be live streaming, guys. You know, the rest of the stuff you don't have to mess with. Buffering, leave it auto detect, or else you're going to have a weird stream. I'm telling you right now. All right, so once you have everything that you want there in your sources and your images and all that fun stuff, then you got start streaming. But before you start streaming, you have to go into your settings. So this video, like I said, was to help you set up. The next video will be how to do your settings so you can get streaming and recording quality videos and stuff like that. So if this video was informative to you guys, I know you guys have been asking for it. It's a little mini series that I'm doing for you guys. So if you liked it, if it was informative, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you in part 2 of this video program thing, or else this is going to be like an hour-long tutorial. So peace out, guys, to the next one.